I want to remind the Sagittarius that, yes, you need to make sure that you are speaking up. I think it's very important to speak up. And I shouldn't say I think, you know that too. We all know that. However, whether we speak up or not is a different story. That being said, I feel like the most powerful message for the Sagittarius at the moment is it's not just about speaking up, it's also about your tone. In particular, as a Sagittarius, where your messages become confused to the people listening or the people around you, and they seem quite confusing to the people around you, is because of your tone. And so sometimes you're desperately trying to get a message or a lesson across to somebody else, but the tone that you're using won't allow the people around you to be very receptive. So this is a shift that needs to take place for the Sagittarius. And I'm going to ask that you take the time to learn about tones. What is my tone really saying? Because it's not necessarily sharing the message that you would love to share. Your tone is saying something very different. So once you can get really clear on what your tone is saying, I feel like you'll find that the people around you are more open and receptive to what you're saying. And it's not that the message that you're sharing isn't true or useful or anything. It's the way that you're doing it, which means it's the tone that you're sharing it with. I don't know how else to describe that. Now, one of the ways that you can shift your tone, I can say this part, is by accessing the pace of the present moment. So the present moment has its own natural pace, which is very different to the pace of the mind, which moves a lot faster. When you access the pace of the present moment, it's not that everything slows down, it's more that you notice that the pace is a lot slower. And so it feels like everything's slowed down. There are times where if you truly access the pace of the present moment, you could feel the blood moving through your body. That's how slow it all feels. It's quite remarkable. From that space, your ability to shift your tone is there. And your wisdom, and there's certain insights that you'll also be able to access around what it means to shift your tone and what kind of tone you can use, in particular when you want the people around you, especially people that you love and care about, to be more receptive. By the way, it's the same with animals as well. Your tone is everything.